Yesterday was a big day, probably one of the biggest days that we've had in a very long time in the Sims community. And yes, I'm even counting the release, the announcement, the teaser, all that for Werewolves. Like, this has honestly been so huge. There are so many expectations with this pack. Of course, early access game changer stuff is up now from your favorite creators across YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you watch content. But the Sim Gurus have actually been answering more questions about the pack, some questions that actually have not been addressed or covered in early game changer content. And I'm going to be talking about some extra stuff that the Sim Gurus have been talking about on Twitter. They've been showing some new images and all kinds of stuff. So if you're into high school years, if you're still hyped for it, then of course this video is going to be perfect for you. So without further ado, no more rambling, let's jump straight into the tweets. Keep in mind, a lot of this stuff really isn't in any particular order. It's kind of just scrambled, but I tried to find as much as I possibly could, either Sim Gurus, producers, the official Sims team responding to tweets, showing off pictures. So I might have missed a few things, but if I did, then I'll probably be back sometime later this weekend. But we have a new, closer, high definition look of a brand new chair that is coming to the Sims 4 high school years. We did get a little tiny glimpse of it in the deep dive live stream, but I cannot tell you how excited I am for this. This thing is adorable. It was so quick on the stream. The quality wasn't even that good, but now we have a still solid, gorgeous look at this new chair. And obviously below, you can see some of the inspiration behind it. And I really like this chair because it actually works indoors or outdoors. There really isn't a problem with it. And also some of the new wall decals, the new objects. Cannot wait for the brand new light up mirror that we saw several times, both in the trailer and of course in the deep dive live stream. So there is a lot to look forward to with this pack. Sim Guru Popcorn shares a brand new profile image showing the Womp Womp. We still don't know if this is like the official mascot for the high school, but of course another look at it in high quality. And it looks like this thing is down on the pier, so your Sims will be able to take selfies with it. And by the way, they did reveal during the deep dive live stream that they do have some new selfie poses, which is super exciting. We've already seen the world map view for Copperdale, but now we have official lot sizes for every single lot provided by Magnetic. Welcome to Copperdale, the new world in The Sims. The high school years expansion comes with 3 neighborhoods. Since all of you builders want to know lot size, here you go. In the first neighborhood at the bottom right, we have a 20 by 15, a 50 by 40, 30 by 30, 20 by 20, and a 30 by 20. So a great variety of different lot sizes in this neighborhood. For the neighborhood on the left side of the screen, we have a 20 by 15, another 20 by 15, yet another 20 by 15, 20 by 20, and 30 by 30. A little less variety, but some smaller sizes for when you are in town, which I'm very, very happy with. And of course, we have 2 lots at the top of the world, the 64 by 64, which is the school I kind of expected it to be 64-64, and it obviously looks like it's 64-64. And then the auditorium is a 30 by 20. In yesterday's video, I actually talked a little bit about sexual orientations, and there has been a lot of talk online on social media about the fact that there is no on and off toggle, and I'm sure some Simmers may have their panties in a twist. I've definitely been seeing some homophobia, some transphobia, a little bit of everywhere, unfortunately, after that kind of went viral. I mean, PopCrave posted about it, and they're known for posting pop culture news, gaming websites, gaming magazines, Pride magazines. Everyone's posting about it. It's going viral. I saw one tweet that had almost 250,000 likes from that blog post. So the Sims team took a really bold stand, but they are 100% an ally and are vouching for the LGBTQIA+ community. The official Sims team has actually been responding to Simmers that want to know why they can't turn it off and that they want to be able to turn it off. Nikki Blue tweets, "Sims are not real life. I should be able to choose how I want to play my game. There should be a toggle for on and off." The Sims team replies, "If you do not change their settings and create a sim, your sim and pre-existing Sims will romantically behave as they currently do with no inherent attraction to a gender, attraction shifting through gameplay, and they will woohoo with any gender. This this remains the default for Sims. And I did explain this in my video from yesterday. There is literally no point in having an on and off toggle for this, because if you don't want to use this new system, just leave the settings how they come by default and Sims will behave how they do now before the update. There's no point in having an on and off switch. We have another response from April Starlight. That's great, but can we please toggle it off? I really don't care to use this feature. I just want to have the ability to play like how it used to be, where my Sims can flirtatiously interact with whatever Sim they want without me having to make a selection. Well, like we've explained, and they're explaining here in the replies, not touching the settings will give them exactly what they're looking for. A lot of people have been asking, do you have to live in Copperdale in order to go to the Copperdale High School? The Sims responds, no, all teen Sims, no matter where they are located, can attend Copperdale High in the Sims 4 high school years, which is exciting. And I'm glad that they made this a thing, because that would have definitely been a problem if you had, teens from other worlds like couldn't go to the school. Acoustic Kitten asks, will the streamer and Simfluencer careers only be available for teens? Also, hope you're resting well. SimGuru Popcorn responds, thank you, the careers are available for adults too. I'm glad that they made this an option. Yes, Simfluencer and all that stuff is popular amongst teens, but adults also do it too, and also teens that become adults may want to carry their careers over into that life stage. So we're getting the new Boba T-Lot type. Can it go anywhere? Does it have to include thrift store items? SimGuru Popcorn responds, it can be placed anywhere. You can also buy the bubble tea counter separately and place it down like a market stall. So that's really cool. I'm gonna assume that the boba tea and thrift shop thing are kind of together. I don't think the thrift shop has its own lot trait, though I could be wrong. If you guys know, please let me know. I haven't watched any early content, as I'm trying not to spoil too much about the pack before I dive into it, but I think I'm gonna have to eventually, as I'm kind of reporting on news for you guys. And I'm assuming that when you place the bubble tea counter down, that an NPC will most likely operate it. Ubanubi asks, is the cast in the pack going to only be available to teens? I've seen comments saying that's how they understood the explanation in stream, but I'm confused. Can you clarify? SimGuru Popcorn responds, do you mean the clothing in cast? It isn't limited to teens. There are 4 teen-specific aspirations though. Maybe that's what they meant, which they did go over in the stream. The 4 new aspirations that are coming are for teen only, so you can't use them for kids, you can't use them for adults, or any other life stage besides teens. I'm excited to see the difference between that and loner. It sounds promising. So what's the difference between socially awkward and loner? Because both are now traits that are going to be in the Sims 4 coexisting together. SimGuru Popcorn responds, socially awkward Sims have a harder time socializing, but when they're around people they know, they are happy. I'm very much that way. I'm awkward and uncomfortable around people I don't know, but I'm way more outgoing with people I love. Whereas loner is kind of just like they always want to be alone and would rather be in solitude, so I can see the differences there, and it's glad that there are definitely mechanics to differentiate the two in the game and that they will behave differently. The quality of the stream wasn't the best for all, but now we have a higher quality screenshot of SimGuru George's sim, of course showing off new objects, the new crisscross applesauce in bed, and you can see one of the brand new desks and computers coming with the Sims 4 high school years. SimGuru George does confirm that prom attendance is optional, which is great. I expected that. Definitely shouldn't be forced to go to something like that if you don't want to. Sounds like prom is gonna be happening once a week, but you don't have to attend it every single time. How many times can your Sims attend prom? Like if you want to simulate having a homecoming and a prom, because your timing works out right to get 2 dances in, could you go to both? SimGuru George responds, I went to 5 myself, so I figure why limit the Sims? There's our answer. You can go to unlimited proms or none at all. The choice is yours. I really hope Wants and Fears can be disabled, because I'm doing a storyline in The Sims. I don't want them to have a mental breakdown over the drama I'm causing. SimGuru George responds, there is an option in the settings to toggle them on and off. All right, coming down to the last few tweets, are revamped phones coming to the base game? SimGuru George confirms yes. The Trendy and Social Bunny apps are a part of high school years, but the phone overhaul is coming to everyone. Great to clarify those things for everyone in case there was any confusion during the deep dive. Are we getting pack-specific wants and fears, like Sims wanting to get bees but fearing getting stung by them, or Sims wanting to get to uni but fearing to not get funding? SimGuru George responds, there are a long list of wants and fears. I don't recall all of them offhand. There are some that are specific to The Sims 4 high school years, but the team did go back and add some for the previous content. I'm sure more can be added for future packs too. That's great. I was just getting ready to ask. I hope that they plan on continuing this system. I hope that this isn't just something that they're adding now, then they're gonna forget about later down the line, kind of like what they did with the whims. But we're getting a whole refresh, a whole new fresh of breath air in terms of wants and fears. Not only do I hope that we get more with future packs, but I hope that as future packs come out, they keep adding more to the base game, just to make that system more and more in depth. Is that sexual orientation going to be on the game, or is it just going to be for the expansion pack? George responds, this is provided to everyone. It should appear in your pack when we release the pre-pack update patch, along with things like body hair, curve walls, etc. So we know what is coming with this patch now as official confirmation: sexual orientations, body hair, and curved walls. He also reveals, look for the patch a few days before The Sims 4 high school years launches on July 28th. The patch usually always comes the Tuesday beforehand, so the Tuesday before the 28th. That is when the patch is coming, July 26th. And of course, lastly, SimGuru George shares a peek at his sim in the same attire that he was wearing in the deep dive live stream. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Of course, if there's any more tweets, any more information, I'll be back as soon as possible. There are some videos that I do want to make, but I think I'm gonna wait till the pack comes out before I make them, just so I have official confirmation of how this pack works. I definitely don't want to make the video that I'm going to make based on early access content that has gone up, because I need to experience it myself. But definitely keep an eye out for more videos, more content. I love you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. So long and happy simming. This video was brought to you by my supporters on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you'd like to join my community over there, a link is below. Thank you for watching.